Hello guys, and welcome back to DocMack Garage, and today what I'm going to do is a review on the Icarsoft CR Max BT. Now this unit has been sent out to me directly by Icarsoft themselves, so I'd like to give them a special thank you for sending me this unit out for review. Now without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Now before we do the unboxing, there are other sort of tools you can get in the market, such as this scan tool, which only costs 50 bucks. However, it does not tell you the full story and does not read OE level diagnostic style. It only gives you the basic codes, so it will not come in handy. So this is the type of reason I do not like scan tools such as these. Next on the market, you've got these type of scan tools. They only communicate directly with your cell phone and then to the vehicle. Now I do not like this because if there's any sort of interruptions to your phone, then it is not going to do the proper diagnostics or the coding. So this is the reason I like to buy an OE level diagnostic tool such as Icarsoft CR Max BT, which is compatible with a lot of different vehicles as well. I will include a link in the description as to where you can purchase this unit from. Alright guys, unboxing the Icarsoft CR Max BT. Alright, so the case is really hard and nice, which is what I like. Now you just need to flip up the case right here, and there you go. So when you unbox it, you are presented with a 7-inch tablet. Now this is a standalone tool, which means you do not need your cell phone or anything like that. It connects directly to your vehicle. Now this is the Bluetooth version, so if you have a non-Bluetooth version, you're going to have a cable port right here, and it's going to be tethered to your vehicle. Now myself personally, if you are just diagnosing your vehicle and doing some coding, then go for the Bluetooth version. If you're going to do a lot of coding and then some diagnostics, go for the cabled version. Now I do like this one over the cabled version because it gives me the freedom to go around the vehicle and do active tests / bi-directional tests and view live data while I'm on the outside of the vehicle as well. Now if you look at the back of this, you've got what's called your VCI. This is your vehicle communication interface, which means this plugs in directly to your OBD2 port, and then you can power this unit on and do your diagnostics / coding. Inside here, you will also have your user manual. Now, I'm not a type of person who reads the user manual. However, if you are a person who reads the user manual, it will really come in handy. All right, so that's that part. And then right down here, this is an extension to the OBD2 VCI. So how this works is you take your VCI out, and then you're going to plug your VCI directly in here like so. So this is just an extension to your OBD2 port. On some vehicles it's further in, so that's why this extension does come in very useful. Your charging brick, your charging cable. Now this is a USB type A, USB type C, your power button. Your VCI goes back in here and clicks directly back into place. Now let's plug it up into the vehicle and see how we go. The unit has now been fully unboxed and I have it powered on. Now I'm going to plug my VCI unit into my vehicle. This is on the driver's side of my 2014 Toyota Aurion, which is the same as a Toyota Camry V6 2014, and this is where I plug my scan tool in. So once it's plugged in, you will hear 2 beeps, and then that will successfully connect to your tablet. Just a little disclaimer here, so I do have the screen guard still applied to the screen, so when I'm touching the screen it may not touch the first time, so that's because the screen guard is still on. That's my YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing to DocMack Garage on YouTube. It's completely free to subscribe and your support will be continually appreciated. As you can see, I've got a lot of DIY videos on how you can fix your car and also some car entertainment videos as well. So now I have the unit fully plugged into the vehicle, and the first thing I'd recommend is you click on update. Now it will give you your serial number and your registration code, and then you do need a Wi-Fi connection to connect. So I do recommend that you go to settings, and then if you scroll down, you should be able to see your Wi-Fi settings right here. I'll give you your Wi-Fi network, and then all you need to do is just connect to the Wi-Fi. So after you connect to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to download the latest updates. Now with Icarsoft themselves directly, you do get free lifetime updates and you do not need to pay any subscription fees at all. So now I'm in the upgrade section of the unit. So as you can see, you have got different upgrades for different makes of vehicles. Now the compulsory upgrade is for you to upgrade the VCI and any make of the vehicle that you're working on. So let's say if I'm working on a BMW, then I need to upgrade the BMW software right here. If I go to the diagnostics section, it will show me the makes of vehicles that's actually supported by using the scan tool. So I'm just going to scroll down so that you can see what makes are actually supported. Now you can filter by USA, you can filter by EU, and then you can also filter by Asia as well. So if you scroll down, you can see that Holden is also listed in Asia because it's in Asia Pacific, although it's an Australian made car. Now these are the service functions that's actually supported by using this tool. So you got your oil reset. So let's say, for example, you change your engine oil. With that oil service reminder, that is going to come in handy for you to reset that so that the warning doesn't come up. This is your electronic parking brake reset, your steering angle sensor reset. This is your electronic throttle control adaptation, your DPF. This is your diesel particulate filter or a DPF regeneration. So if you've got a diesel vehicle, then you need to use that to clear all the soot from the exhaust pipe. Now this is a BMS reset. So on European vehicles, if you're going to change the battery, you cannot just change the battery and hope that it works. You have to change the battery and you have to do what's called a BMS reset. And what that does is it tells the ECU of the vehicle to deliver the message to the alternator as to how much you need to charge the battery. So let's say, for example, if you're working on a BMW, it communicates with what's called an IBS sensor. And an IBS is an intelligent battery sensor. So when you click on BMS reset, then what it's going to do is it's going to tell that IBS sensor that there's a new battery installed in the vehicle, and this is how much it'll need to charge. So let's say, for example, if your battery is new, the alternator will charge less, and as it ages, it's going to charge more. This is how it keeps your battery in optimum condition. Now you've got ABS bleeding as well. Injector coding, this is your TPMS, tire pressure monitoring reset, your air suspension module reset, air conditioner, headlamp, body stability control, engine control, and transmission control. You've got a lot of other stuff here which you can do as well. I'm just going to scroll down so you can take a look. So I'm going to go on Toyota. Next, I'm going to try to communicate with my Toyota Aurion, and let's see how we go. Now the Aurion is not a very well-known Toyota model. Now I'm going to try to use Auto VIN to see if it does identify my car correctly. Auto identify, ignition switched on, and then I'm going to click on read. And then you can see that it is not listed here, but Toyota Camry is the closest, and I'm going to go 2014, and then it's got a 2GRFE engine, and you can see it's still reading it as a 2011. I do not know why that is, but I'm going to click on OK because it's got the correct engine. And next you've got auto scan, you have got control unit, and you have also got the service functions as well. So with the control unit area, you can actually see these are all of the modules within the vehicle that you can communicate with. And then I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to go auto scan to see if we have any issues with the vehicle at all. All right, so the scan is now 100%, almost 100% complete, and there you can see it has not returned any fault codes and it's passed. All right guys, and these are the service functions that's actually supported for my vehicle. So you can see that's the ABS bleeding, injector coding, the body stability BSC module, the ECM, the TCM, and miscellaneous. I don't know what miscellaneous is, but transmission control module, that's also very important. Now we're going to do some bi-directional testing. So let's say we're going to test this window right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the door. Let's say, for example, that you go to put your window down and it doesn't go down or it doesn't go up. Now you are going to try to find out whether the issue is with the actuator motor, the switch, or the actual screen, or either the wiring as well. I'm going to go into control unit. And then I'm going to go into driver's door motor, D door motor, and then we're going to do actuation test, and then we're going to go act group 1 and power window. Now what this is going to do is it's going to manually add power to the window so that you do not need to touch the switch. It's going to put the window down or up depending on your commands. So you got down, up and off. And then I'm going to hit down. So you can see that's gone down, and then you're going to go up. And then you're going to hit up all the way. All right, so now you can know that the actual motor is working. I'm on the passenger side of the vehicle, the left-hand side. However, I just did it on the driver's side so that you can see that the motor of the actuation actually works. Now I'm going to show you how you can do a live test. So let's say, for example, you want to diagnose your vehicle and you want to find out what's actually going on at that point of time when the engine is running. So you click on engine, and then you click on view data, and then right here you will have all of the things which you can view live with the engine. Now most of these will come to life when the engine is turned on, but I'm just going to show you, these are so many things you can see that's live on the engine. Now let's say, for example, if I just want to do mass airflow sensor, this is your manifold absolute pressure sensor. And then you want to go engine speed as well, and you can do show selected, and you can go graph merge as well, so that you can actually see each of these things. So this is your MAF sensor, your mass airflow sensor, your MAP sensor, and your engine speed. So as these things go up and down, it's going to show you in a graph form as well. Your mass airflow sensor is reading your MAP sensor and your engine speed as well. Now with the MAF, so the MAF and your grams per second has got to match approximately your vehicle's engine displacement. So if it's a 3.5 liter, your MAF has got to be reading around 3.5. Now you can see the engine speed is 700 RPM. So now if I was to make it up to 1400 RPM, you would see the MAF go up by about up to 7. So I'm going to go up a little bit more. Yep, there you go. It went close to 7. So you can see that the mass airflow sensor is working, MAP is working, and engine speed, of course, gave us that data as well. So this is why it's very important to be able to get these bits of live data, and then you can just stop the recording and it saved your recording for you. All right, guys. So in addition to having all of these functions right here, you got diagnostic, service, video scope, upgrade, and vehicle history as well, in addition to your settings. So if you scroll to the next screen, you've got your user data, fault code, support, uninstalled, shop information, where you've registered your company details, and about the device section. Now you have got your fault code find as well. So if you do come across a fault code, you're not sure what it means, you can say, let's say, for example, it returns P0300, and then you can search, and then it'll tell you that it's a random misfire detected. So generic P0300 means random multiple cylinder misfire detected. If you go P0301, it'll be cylinder number 1. You'll see that change, and it'll tell you it's cylinder number 1 misfire that's detected. So that's another good feature on this device as well. If you just swipe up a bit and you click on this home button, you'll see that you've got email, folder, clock, and you've got web as well. So you can go to the web and you can subscribe. All right, there you go. So that's my YouTube channel, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of car how to DIY videos, and it's quite useful as well. That concludes the review of the Icarsoft CR Max BT. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.